The Cinematic Shuffle has shuffled once again. If you were around last week, you would have seen me give up my 3 hints for this week's film, and those hints were Father, House, and Will Ferrell. Those weren't the best hints in the world given, but the answers to that riddle, of course, Daddy's Home. Nobody guessed it this time around, but there's always next week, so without further ado, let's get cracking. Daddy's Home stars Will Ferrell as Brad Whitaker, a man that has always wanted to have children of his own, but due to a medical condition, he was never able to. So he lives vicariously as a stepfather to a couple of really great kids, and things are looking up for him. That is, until it turns out their biological father, Dusty, played by Mark Wahlberg, shows back up into their lives looking to take them away from him, simply by claiming he's the better dad. So the two of them duke it out and show off their best moves as father figures to win over the affections of not only just the kids, but also their mother as well. So before I go on with my review, make sure that you head over to my Twitter handle at IAMDWG, which is where I usually post my 3 hints for each Cinematic Shuffle review, and I usually do that on Wednesday, so make sure that you head over there. And then sometime before the next Monday, I'll try to do the same thing as a YouTube short, but no promises. But now, onto my review of Daddy's Home. So there isn't really a lot that you can break down about this movie at the end of the day. It's simply put yet another Will Ferrell comedy, something that we're all intimately familiar with at this point in life. He sometimes has winners, he sometimes has losers, obviously, but they almost always feature the same exact concept of a stupid man-child. And most of Will's performances are silly and unrealistic, and the same mostly goes here, but thankfully Daddy's Home does have a little bit, a twinge of heart. So a lot of people really consider their favorite Will Ferrell comedy to be Step Brothers. And while I don't exactly agree with that, I do find that Daddy's Home can be likened to that due to the family dynamic and the humorous power struggle between the main leads. It's not as special as the chemistry between Wahlberg and Ferrell isn't as good or as unique as between John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. But it's not bad. They do have an interesting dynamic as we've previously seen in The Other Guys. This is definitely one of those stories, though, that I would definitely say is predictable. As it's a film that's trying to get you to laugh more than anything else, I guess that's not a huge problem, but if you're looking to be surprised, or if you're looking for something with originality, I would simply say this is not the right movie for that. What about the comedy? Is the comedy any good? I would probably say that I chuckled here and there, but not a lot. Humor is subjective though, so that's the hardest part for me to judge. It might be the funniest movie you've ever seen in your entire life. Who am I to judge? But if I were to wager a guess, I'd simply say it's perfectly fine for a one-time watch. You won't regret it necessarily, but I don't see people clamoring over each other to see it again right away. My original review said that I didn't really want to rewatch it for the most part. Like, if it showed up on TV, like on the TBS channel or something, yeah, sure, maybe I'd watch it again, because at that point, why not? But specifically seeking it out to watch again, that's another story altogether. And I don't see it being that good of a movie. It's not at that level, you know? So that's why I was always kind of shocked that it even got a sequel at all. People loved it that much? Give me a break. Overall, it's fine. It's a fine movie. You know, it did what it sought out to do. I just don't think that they really challenged themselves to their fullest extent to be better, to be funnier, to be more special. I almost feel like the film feels safer than anything else. It did its job, like I said. It told its jokes and it had its male leads. And that was basically it. Let's go ahead and look at my final score for a second, which I rated Daddy's Home a C letter grade, final overall score of 61%. 61 out of 100 possible stars. Basically, like I said, it remains mostly a safe film, with a few jokes here and there that land, but in my opinion, probably more so that don't quite as much. It's not necessarily boring, like I said, but it doesn't give you a ton of material to fall in love with either. This is a rental. And it's a rental if you have the ability to rent it at a discount on top of that, if that makes any sense. But guys, let me know your thoughts on Daddy's Home in the comment section down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And what is your favorite Will Ferrell comedy out there? Let me know. And as for YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with my next review for the Cinematic Shuffle. And until then, peace out.